What's up, fight fans? Thank you, as always, for coming through. Much appreciated. All right, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder rumbles on and on and on, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. Now, this is big news, I think. This is news. It's from a source that I do know, is a guy that I trust, is a guy that I've actually spoken to myself, Adam Abramovitz, who works for Ring Magazine, a kind of a man that's in the know in boxing stateside, said on his Twitter page that according to sources that he knows, Eddie Hearn has offered Deontay Wilder $12.5 million. So again, that's $12.5 million, not pounds, dollars. Take it or leave it offer to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, there's two ways to look at this. You look at it and think, Deontay Wilder got paid $2.1 million for Luis Ortiz. So we're talking $10.4 million more than the Luis Ortiz match. So that's a huge jump up in pay for Deontay Wilder. Or you can look at it the other way. And the other way is this. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder is the biggest fight in years, right? I think it's fair to say in terms of a boxing match, it's bigger than GGG Canelo, the first one. And it's only, in recent years, I think only Pacquiao Mayweather is bigger. So it's a huge fight. Obviously, I've not put in Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. So it's a huge fight. And to me, this fight, it can't generate anything less than $125, $130 million. So for Eddie Hearn to offer him $12.5 million, take it or leave it, my maths say that's about, what, a 16% share of the pie. That is far too low. Now, again, we're talking $10 million more than he's ever earned in his life. But regardless, forget that for a second. 16% of the pie is ridiculous. Now, it's rumored that Joseph Parker got 30%, right? 30. Obviously, the pie wasn't 100 million, 130 million, but regardless, Joseph Parker got 30. Now, for Deontay Wilder, the WBC champ, to be getting 16 is a slap in the face. And again, I don't know how serious Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua are with making that offer. He's never going to accept it. So again, you can look at it in a couple more ways. You look at it as the first offer, right? This is called negotiations. Deontay Wilder will come back and say no. You know, let's do it for 20. Eddie Hearn will then say, okay, 17, and it might be done at 17. So I understand how you put a first offer out, but I think the first offer is a bit too low. Especially if you want Deontay Wilder to sign on the dotted line straight away. On the other hand, if with Deontay Wilder, you almost do what Gennady Golovkin did. Gennady Golovkin took around this kind of percentage for the first fight with Canelo. And although the second fight didn't happen, because he theoretically won the first fight, he was able to negotiate a better deal the second time round. If you're Deontay Wilder and you're confident you can knock Anthony Joshua out, there will be a rematch clause in there put in by Anthony Joshua 100%. You go in, you knock him out, you take the $12.5 million, again, a massive career high pay for you, and then in a rematch, you're going to get way more than $12.5 million. Put it that way. You're going to get way more than that. If $12.5 million is, I think, 16%, you're going to get upwards of 30, maybe even 40%. So if you're Deontay Wilder right now and this offer's come on your table, it's just an opening offer. You can look at it a number of ways. You can look at it if they're taking the piss. You look at it as that, okay, it's 10 million more than I've ever earned in my life. Or you can look at it the way I just did and say, okay, I'll take that 12.5 million. I'll beat you up. And then we'll take it back to the US where I'm going to be a massive B-side. Still the B-side, but a massive B-side. And I get 25, 30 million. It's a tough one. But again, this is a source that I do think is credible. And this is Adam Abramovitz. It's on his Twitter page. Remember, this is his source. This is not him saying directly he knows this, but he's saying a source has told him that Eddie Hearn has offered Wilder 12.5 million. Take it or leave it offer. Interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.